Alright, let's talk about this new anime people keep hyping up. What the fuck? So, Dandadan. Yes, that show. An anime that has been anticipated for the vast majority of the year. An anime that has blown the weeb community out of the water with an amazing adaptation and a killer opening song. An anime where the phrase, no balls, is basically the entire storyline. Now, I was already hyped as hell to check out this series before the hype train took off, and after watching it, did it live up to that said hype? Abso-fucking-lutely. Science Saru, the animation team, has produced a lot of bangers you may have heard of. Devilman Crybaby, Scott Pilgrim, even Ping Pong the Animation. Therefore, having the same studio of incredibly high quality produce Dandadan was a great move. I mean, every goddamn frame in this show looks fucking breathtaking. Even the duller moments can have so much personality sprinkled in through visual storytelling. Now if we're talking about the show's plot, aliens or ghosts, it's as simple as that.
宇宙人は信じてないけど、幽霊は信じてる派だから。
いや、幽霊なんているわけないでしょ。話合わせてやったらそれは絶対すんのかよ。オカルト舐めないでください。
Despite the fact that the main character having a literal demon control his body at the beginning is quite tired and redundant these days, the way this show did it was so fucking random. This entire show is, as a matter of fact. The first episode alone is a work of art in how batshit drunk Yokinobu Tatsu was when writing this in the manga. Things just happen in this show, and it would somehow make sense. I cannot believe we had an entire episode building up for a cow abducted by an alien joke. That has by far got to be the funniest thing to come out this season. Literally anything can happen in this show and it would be perfectly fine. And you know what? I actually love that a lot. Like, there's this entire episode where the aliens and the Nessie invades the school and the hero comes across the Japanese businessman and have to fight him literally underwater, where events happen and then they do defeat him and return back to the school where more events happen, and it was a completely random and wacky episode. However, also my most favorite episode in this entire series, and I believe part of the reason why is probably my favorite aspect of Dandadan so far, the characters. Let's look at our character catalog. Two idiots, one's a fan of ghosts, the other aliens. Anime's hottest grandmother. Anime's creepiest grandmother stuck inside a doll. I don't even know how to describe her. And a perfect representation of annoyance. Despite all of their quips and quirks, they all feel like real people. Real enough to the point where you're like, you know, I'd gladly hang out with these guys. How each character talks to one another. How their dynamics are across each other. Every time Momo and Ira argues with another. Every time Psycho trolls her granddaughter. Every time Momo and Okarun geeks out about their love for ghosts and aliens. In fact, their relationship is by far the best in this show, and it's hard for the majority to disagree. Episode 5 especially showcased this for me. It starts off with Okarun defending Momo's honor against sleazebags, to the constant back and forth showing of the two desperate to get out of class to spend time with each other to talk about each other's passions like, just kiss already! What I really love about this is how in every shonen manga, they're always the main protagonists who had goals to become the strongest in their world, avenge the deaths of their loved ones, and overall become heroes in their respective stories. The case with Momo Ayase and Ken Takakura, all the two, more notably Okarun, simply wanted was a friend to share their passions with each other. And I love that. Each moment they share together, whether it's them running for their sheer lives, or laughing at each other's misery, or even as small as taking turns to say goodbye to each other, feels incredibly special. I typically like to stay away from shipping wars and whatnot, but this is the one case where I can let it slide and say that overall, I know all I've seen is one season, but I can tell that this series will be something special. With only 12 episodes and an annoyingly tedious cliffhanger, Dandadan managed to impress people with its unapologetic premise. I actually want to go and read the manga now after what I've just seen, and don't think I can wait until the summer to see what happens next after that ridiculous cliffhanger. Sorry, I'm still salty about that. But in any case, you can call me crazy, but if this show keeps up the glorious amount of love and quality is presented this far, I believe it would solidify its place as one of the best newer gen animes in the Shonen Jump. Maybe it already has from the manga from what the community has been saying, but for the most part, I'm here for the ride, and I eagerly await the next season to potentially see more of Battle Shonen's new golden child. With that said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more and share it around, that'll help a lot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.